the S24 and the Z Flip 5 are arguably some of the best and well-rounded phones that Samsung have ever made, the only real difference being that one folds. But today, which should you buy? Well, let's see. Let's get straight into the video. Now, like I said before, the only real big difference in between the two phones is going to be due to the fact that one phone folds and the other doesn't. Now, most people would think just for this reason to go with the S24 because the Z Flip 5 isn't going to last as long because of the folding mechanism. Now, straight up, I'm going to tell you guys that I have been using this phone ever since it came out. Over 7 months of usage, and no light usage either. I haven't been acting like this is the most fragile phone, I should take care of this with my life. I've been using this however I would use a normal phone. And I've faced no problems with the hinge, no problems with the screen, and at the end of the day it actually packs a bigger screen in a smaller form factor when closed, so yeah, that's fun. However, the screen is different, one being the size and the other being the quality of the display, and the other being the crease, which we will talk about a bit later on. 1080p on the S24 versus 1440p on the Z Flip 5, and in real terms it's not that much. The S24's screen is slightly smaller at 6.1 inches versus the 6.7 inch display on the Z Flip 5. Now, unless you're really looking for pixels on the S24 screen, it's not looking bad at all. The S24 screen is actually quite a bit brighter in direct sunlight, you can definitely tell. However, that's not to say that the Z Flip 5 has a bad screen. It's 1440p, the colors are amazing. However, there is a crease going through the middle of the screen. Now, the crease is a little bit noticeable at first when you do get the phone for the first time. However, the more you use it, and especially when the phone is turned on, you'll forget about it pretty easily. But yeah, the S24 screen does have a hole punch. The hole punch is smaller than the one on the Z Flip 5. And yeah, they do house the front-facing cameras. And also we have an under-display fingerprint scanner on the S24 compared to the Z Flip 5. However, both screens are really, really good, high quality. The only thing you're going to want to think about is, of course, the size, the S24 being much smaller. However, the Z Flip 5 having a bigger screen in a smaller form factor. Now, I'm going to just quickly talk about the performance because it's basically, to the average person, identical. The S24 is slightly faster because obviously it is the newer phone. However, trust me, you won't be upset with the speed of either device because they are essentially part of the same generation of Samsung phones. You can play heavy games on each phone, you can multitask on each phone. Honestly, performance is something you're not going to want to worry about with either phone, and you're guaranteed to get a couple years of software updates with whatever phone you get. Now, the cameras, however, is something you want to make sure you are okay with because the cameras are much better on the S24. Now, if you're somebody who does really care about the cameras, I'm going to be straight up with you guys and say you should go with the S24. Now, it definitely shows that Samsung didn't have their first priority being the cameras on the Z Flip 5. The photos aren't the best and the video is subpar. And yeah, the pictures on the S24 have much better HDR, better colors, better sharpness. HDR is actually really, really nice now that I think about it. And video is also significantly better on the S24. Now, the Z Flip 5 cameras, they're average, alright? They're not the best cameras I've ever seen. It definitely shows that they were concentrating more on the flip side, the folding mechanism and everything compared to the cameras. Cameras aren't bad. However, if you are somebody who cares about the quality of the camera, go with the S24. Battery life is another strong point for the S24 over the Z Flip 5, as we have a physically larger battery on the S24 being 4000 mAh compared to the Z Flip 5 being around 3600. Now, this does result to real life differences as the Z Flip 5 is powering two displays, one on the outside and one on the inside. The battery life is not bad, but again, it is better on the S24. Now, other parts of the experience, such as the software, are pretty similar, but I want you guys to consider one thing, which is the uniqueness factor. Do you want to go for the phone, the S24, that looks basic, it looks like the S23, hasn't changed much, or do you want to go with the phone that has that wow factor? Right now, not many people do have flip phones. Most people just go for the safe option and go for the S24. However, in this scenario, the Z Flip 5 is a really good device compared to the S24. The performance is literally on the same level. The only difference, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is the cameras. But a lot of people are often scared with the durability of foldable phones, and that is totally understandable because the displays aren't made of glass. They are made of like this plastic. And yeah, you do have to be slightly more careful with foldable phones than you do with normal conventional phones. But like I said, from my experience, I have been using this phone for over 7 months now, literally since the phone has come out, and I haven't been treating this phone as delicate as Samsung might want me to. I've been using this phone as if it's been a completely normal phone, and let's see where this goes. And honestly, it's been completely fine. The display is fine, the screen protector, the pre-applied one hasn't like come off or anything. And yeah, if I were you, if you feel like you're somebody who needs good cameras, then yeah, I'm gonna say go with the S24. However, if you're somebody who wants that wow factor, go with the Z Flip 5. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was Saif Ashraf talking about whether you should buy the S24 or the Z Flip 5. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments section down below. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, because there are more videos coming soon. I know I'm not the most consistent, but don't worry, more videos will be coming soon.